Hey guys, it's Heather from Kellofaplan, and today we're going to talk about how to use the different floral stickers that you will find in these 3 sticker books that release on Friday. So on Friday, we are releasing Dots and Florals, Plaid and Florals, and Stripes and Florals Volume 5. All 3 of these books are laid out the same way and have the same type of florals. So today I want to talk about how to use these different types of florals. The first type of floral we're going to talk about is what I call cascading florals. That is what these down here are. And there's several ways that you could use these. I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can use these in your planner. So the first way is to take these florals and line them up at the top, and you just kind of put the corner right into the corner and then lay it down. It is sized to fit in or across 4 boxes perfectly. So again, I'm just going to lay it down, and then I'm trying to make sure that it lines up as I lay it down. Okay, and then you can just press it down. And then when you do this side, you do the same thing, except you're going to have to trim it. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to lay it down. Like this, but I'm not going to press it all the way across. I'm going to pause when I get to the line over here, and then I'm going to grab my craft knife and I'm going to trim it right on the line, and then you can just pull it off, and then it fits just like that. Okay, so that is the first way to do cascading florals. Now we're going to go to another spread where I can show you another way. So another example of how to use cascading florals is to basically do the exact same thing, but across the bottom. It creates a different look, a different effect. And I like how it kind of anchors the page. And I feel like when it's on the top, your eyes kind of draw to those florals right away. But when it's on the bottom like this, it's almost like your eyes get drawn to the plans first instead of the florals. And the florals just offer like a really good anchor to the spread. So you can just trim it just like we did last time and then pull that off. And I usually put this back in the book. I don't know if I would ever use this little piece, but I'm not going to waste it. So that is another way that you can use the cascading florals. And then another way that I like to use these is you can use them down the side of your page. Now, a lot of times I don't do this in the vertical spread just because you have the words this week right here. If you're going to use it in the vertical, you would probably want to white out where it says this week, or just put the cascading florals maybe up to this part. But if you put the florals over here, then you're not really able to write over here, which you could still do. But a lot of times I actually like to do this in my dashboard planner more than my, this is a vertical planner. I thought this was my dashboard. But you could also do it like on your first page right here. So I'm going to show you how to do it on this page, but you can also do it here. So let's move this planner, and let's say that you want to do these florals. You could do it on this side or this side of a blank page. This is the first page of our monthly, or you could put it across the top as well. So we're going to just do it along the right side. That way we don't have to re-punch the page. If you did it across the left side, you would then need to get a punch and re-punch the page, which is fine, but we're just not going to do that today. So to do this, it's usually easier if you take the page out, but I'm just going to lay it down in this corner and then lay it down like that. Now, sometimes if you don't lay it down perfectly, like I didn't lay it down perfectly, some of the floral is now going off the page, which just means I need to trim it. Or if you're someone who wants it to be perfect, you can pull it up. But honestly, I never really notice, so I usually just trim it. And then I'm going to take another one, the second one that comes in the book, because every set comes with 2. And I'm going to line it up right where it ended and do the same thing by pressing it down. Okay, so then I'm going to grab my pair of scissors and I'm going to trim it. And then I'm going to come over here and trim off any that might have come off the side if I didn't lay it down perfectly straight. And that's just a really pretty look. And then I'm going to put this back. Now, if you bought 2 of each book, you would have to buy 2 of each book to do this, the next idea. Isn't that really cute though? You would do it down the middle here and then repunch it. So you would do 1 strip and then a third of the strip and then 1 strip and a third of the strip. And it's so pretty down the middle. And then you would repunch the page, but you would need 2 books of the same book in order to do that because there's not enough of the Cascading Florals in just 1 book. But then you basically get this really pretty look. Let me show you. I am going to go ahead and show y'all how to do it on the punched edge. I wasn't going to, but I feel like if you've never done it, then you might be like, Heather, I don't understand what you mean by repunching it. So let me just go ahead and show y'all. So and then we'll move on to another floral. So this one, if we were to do it along the edge, it's already punched. So I'm just going to go to the corner and I'm going to lay it down just like I did last time, but I'm just doing it on the side that's punched. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lay this down and then I'm going to use my scissors to cut the part off that I didn't use. Put it back in the book. Then I'm going to use my scissors and trim off the edge of any that might have not been laid down perfectly. Sometimes I can get it really straight and sometimes I don't. So I try not to be too hard on myself. So then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab one of my punches. This is a punch made by the Happy Planner. And I'm going to, so you're going to want to line up the bottom of your page to the bottom here. If you line it up with the bottom one, then it will line up here too. So you just want to kind of look to the side as you're doing this and watch the punch part going in, just so you make sure that you're repunching it as close to where it's already punched as possible. And then you just push down and then you pull it back out. And I did not apparently line it up very good, but when it's back in your planner, you can't really tell if you didn't line it up perfectly because the discs kind of cover that up. So now it's back in, but that's what it looks like when you do it along the punch side. So it would look really cute if you bought 2 of the books and then did it along the spine for 2 pages. I think that would be a really cute look. But that's just another way to use those Cascading Florals. So now let's talk about these edge florals. So for these, there's a couple of different ways you can use these. One is, let's say you put this double box in your planner. So maybe you put it over here on Saturday and Sunday and you use it to track your weekend tasks. So then you could take this edge floral and you could run it along the edge. So I'm going to do it like this. And then I'm just going to come and take my craft knife and I'm going to cut right along that line that you can see through the clear sticker. And then you have that floral. You can also take it and just use it like kind of like the Cascading floral, but some of them aren't as big. Like this one happens to be as big as the 3 boxes. So you could put it like this. You could also take them, I'm gonna go to the next set. So this one is a little bit smaller. So here you could take it and let it just run along the side like this. Or if you put a solid box down like this one, you could have it run next to the box like this and make it look like it is peeking out from the box. And again, I would probably take my craft knife and cut along the line. And then it's just right up next to that box, and I think that's really pretty. Another example, I love to use these on the monthly boxes, especially when the monthly spreads have like a certain gap. So like here we have these 2 boxes and here we have these 3 boxes. So I could take this and put it here, maybe in this corner. And then I could take the second one and I could put it up here like this. Because they're a little bit smaller, they tend to fit on these days where you have 1, 2, or 3 really well. And then you have just these decorative spots. And then you can just use, I would then honestly, if I was going to do this on a monthly spread, you could then come and use all of these smaller boxes to mark things in your planner. So I could put like a box here, and I could put a box here, and turn this into like a whole monthly spread just by using these in the corner. I really love using them on the monthly. Okay, so another floral that is in here is these corner florals, which are pretty obvious on how you use these. They're pre-cut to fit into a corner. So you could put it in this corner. If you put it in this corner, you would obviously turn it like this, or you could turn it like this, or you could turn it like this, or you could put it here, or you could put it here, or you could put it here, or you could even put it in a random up here. Like it doesn't have to go in the bottom corner. So like if I put it right here, what I would probably do, let's say I put it right here, is I would probably then come and take a box like this, and I would put it down on the bottom to make it look like it's coming out of the box. And then because it's still cut right here and that's overlapping, I would honestly probably take a header box like this and kind of overlap it a little bit, just so that I can't see the edge. But that's just me. You don't have to do that. I just like the way that now looks. So it doesn't have to go in a top or bottom corner. You can get creative with what corner you want to put it in. And then if I was to put one like right there, I might take this one and come put it over here and use those in just different corners of your spread. I feel like those are pretty obvious of how to use them. And then we have the other kind of floral we have in these books is just these bouquets. They're of varying sizes. Some of them are big, some of them are little. Some of the big ones, what you can do is you can place them where you want them, and then you can come back and take a box and lay it over the bouquet like this, and then it kind of just goes underneath it. Another way that I really like to use some of these bouquets is, let's say you put a box like right here. Hold on, that didn't go down straight. And instead of putting the box on top, because now we basically have like a piece of the floral that's underneath the box, right? And you can't see it, you can't do anything with it. So another thing, where did my tweezers go? I literally just have them. Oh, they're on this page. So another thing you could do is you could take one of these and you could lay it down like this, and then take your craft knife and run it right along the edge of the box. Okay, and then it cuts so nicely, and then just move it right over. And then instead of wasting any sticker behind the box, you kind of have made that bouquet be even bigger, which I think is really cute. You can also, another thing that I like to use these bouquets is, let's say we have this box right here. And then let's say we're going to put this box right here. and then maybe a checklist sticker right here. Okay, so we kind of have our functional boxes, but now we kind of see the space that's left. So this is where it can be nice to come and take one of the smaller bouquets and kind of fit it into one of these open gaps, where once you've put down your functional stickers, and you can add in a little bit more design. So that's another way that you could use some of these florals. So that's just a few ideas. I feel like I could talk for like hours of how to use the actual bouquet stickers, but that's just a few little tips right off the bat of how to use those bouquet florals. And of course, these florals are all printed on clear stickers. So when you put them in your planner, it's like a thin material. So you do probably want to grab a pair of our tweezers. These tweezers make it where you can easily just slide underneath and peel up the sticker. But then when you put them on the page, they really look printed on the page, and it looks really, really pretty. So I hope this video gives you some encouragement and motivation to try out floral stickers in your planner in a new way. Let me know which way was your favorite. And if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. And happy planning!